Well, for more on this, we have Mark Meirowitz, who is a professor at SUNY Maritime College. He joins us from New York. Mark, thanks for being with us. Bold steps by the U.S. here. Is Washington overreacting?
Well, I mean, if you're speaking about overreacting, first of all, you say Washington. So, the House has passed a simple resolution based on the Committee on Foreign Affairs. So that's not Washington. That's not the whole government. And really, the part of the government that's handling this in actuality is the administration and the Defense Department, which is headed up by the president. And the president is going to meet with President Trump is going to meet with President Erdogan at the G20, and that's where the real decisions are going to be made. It would be a misunderstanding to overemphasize the House resolution, and I don't think it has great significance. Although you're right that it has condemnatory language, which is very strong, but it's a simple resolution, and you don't have the Senate's approval or the president's approval. So I think it's more symbolic, to be candid.
Okay, so the House resolution may be more symbolic, but the U.S. has certainly been threatening sanctions. They've suspended the F-35 fighter program. They've taken concrete actions here. Turkey is caught between a rock and a hard place, and they're saying it's essentially a done deal. So Russia said on Tuesday it's on track for delivery ahead of this July deadline. What's Turkey's position here?
Well, I mean, you say that Turkey is stuck, but in actuality, the question is, it's kind of, the poem where two roads diverge in a wood and you pick one road. And I think clearly, to my mind, the road that needs to be picked for Turkey's future stability and security is alignment with the United States. Look, Turkey's had missteps and glitches and bumps with the United States, but that's a solid and important relationship with the region. We have seen what Russia is capable of in terms of its annexation of Crimea, its activities in Syria, its interference in elections around the world. I don't think, to my own opinion, that this is a propitious or beneficial future for Turkey to move in the direction of taking the S-400. Now, the question really remains, what will Trump and Erdogan agree to? Because we see that Trump makes deals. He makes deals with North Korea. He made a deal with Mexico. He's making a deal with China. So again, it's true that the Defense Department has taken some steps, and the atmosphere is a atmosphere, but I think that there could be reversals. And again, it's up really to Trump and Erdogan to work it out, to be very candid, at that level. And yes, the Defense Department has taken positions on this. They've suspended the F-35, but there's got to be a way out, because what you don't want is to keep on having sanction against sanction against sanction and keep on heightening the tension between the two countries, which have lots of long-term interests in common. That's kind of the way I see it. So right now, we're at an impasse. These parties are between a rock and a hard place, yes, but it can be resolved. There have been similar problems in U.S.-Turkey relations in the past. They have been resolved, or we've gotten over these bumps. We need to get over this bump, and not by Turkey aligning with Russia. That I think is in my personal opinion, is a serious misstep. Once they go down that road, it gets more and more problematic. The U.S. will put sanctions under this CAATSA law, which is, and then it'll be quid pro quos. That's not good for the relationship.
All right. Mark Meirowitz, our signal is just breaking up a bit, but we appreciate you being with us. Thanks for that.